So let's get into what are the major benefits of eating watermelon. Number one, watermelon is 92% water content. 92% water. Why is that important? Because our bodies are roughly 70% water, okay? And we're constantly eating dehydrating foods. When you eat foods that don't contain water, your body literally has to go through a process of hydrating those foods so they can even be digested, okay? Well, let me give you an example. If you put something in your stomach, all right, let's just take, the best example would be like, like steak or like even dried fruit. The difference between a grape and an actual raisin is the removal of the hydration. So when the raisin goes into your body has to rehydrate it to make it soft again, to be able to break it down. Okay, so it's hugely important. We know we should be eating a lot of our water. Okay, that's how we should get a lot of our water content. And guess what? Watermelon is 92% water. Okay, 92% water, is low in calories, only 46 calories per cup. 46 calories per cup. And guess what? It's low in calories, but it's nutritionally dense. It's loaded with vitamin A, vitamin C, antioxidants, and so much more. Okay, so that's one of the huge benefits of watermelon. You're gonna get a low calorie food with a whole bunch of hydration and a whole bunch of nutrients. Okay, number two, lycopene. I just mentioned this one before because with the lycopene, now you have the difference between that one and the yellow watermelon is the lack of lycopene. Okay, now I'm gonna school you on why I always go with the red variety. Okay, so with the lycopene, red watermelon, this right here has 40% more lycopene, because most of the time when we think about tomatoes, we're thinking about tomatoes in the sense of lycopene. Okay, we know that it's heart healthy, but this watermelon has 40% higher content of lycopene than a tomato. Okay, so again, that's really important. It's actually anti-inflammatory, a potent anti-inflammatory. It's hydrating to the body. For those who have fathers or yourself out there who have had prostate issues, it lowers your PSA. It helps reduce the inflammation with people who have prostatitis. It even helps with people with prostate cancer. Okay, too. So it's really, that lycopene is very, very essential for that reason as well, too. It increases HDL and decreases LDL. LDL is the unhealthy cholesterol that clogs our arteries and blood vessels that ultimately lead to us having a heart attack in our heart or a stroke in our brain. Okay, and guess what? Lycopene increases HDL, the healthy cholesterol that helps to remove the unhealthy cholesterol, LDL, to make that blood vessel now open up, okay, and not be blocked. Okay, so huge for that reason as well. It's also really protective in terms of heart disease. It's a preventative for cancer as well too. It protects our DNA, and it's also neuroprotective, so it's good for the brain as well too. Okay, so hugely important. We know that lycopene just by itself, and the watermelon has 40% more lycopene than an actual tomato. And typically when you go in and you ask a nutritionist or even a doctor, they're gonna tell you to have tomatoes. And I'm like, why would I do that when I can eat this and it has 40% more, okay? And that's pretty good. So it's loaded with lycopene. It's also really good for muscle recovery and relief as well too. And the reason why is because of a compound called citrulline, L-citrulline, which I'm gonna talk about more in a second. And L-citrulline is an amino acid. When I tell you how important that is in just a second, you'll understand why it helps with muscle recovery and relief as well too. So this is like the perfect after workout snack, okay? It's gonna hydrate your body. It's gonna help replace a lot of the minerals and electrolytes you've lost through working out and sweating. And it's also gonna help with recovery and muscle release and soreness, Okay, so it's the perfect, post-workout snack. Okay, and you're not gonna feel full or anything like that. All right. The other thing that is really good for as well too is the skin. It is really good for the skin, predominantly because it's loaded with vitamin C, which increases collagen. Okay, collagen makes the skin more elastic. Okay, makes you look younger. It's also loaded with vitamin A to help repair skin as well too. Okay, so when you have that dry, flaky skin, loads of vitamin A is going to help with that as well too. And then vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 helps with breakouts. Okay, so if you have problems with breakouts as well too, that vitamin B6 is going to be there to help as well too. So it's great for the skin as well. Number 5, I just mentioned it before, is the L-citrulline that I was mentioning. Now here's why L-citrulline is so, powerful. Okay. It's a non-essential amino acid. Okay. So it's an essential amino. It's a non-essential in the sense that, we make it, but we also can get it from our diet. All right. But the other thing is it boosts heart health. And how does it boost heart health? It widens the blood vessels. And how does it do this? By boosting nitric oxide. Okay. And how does it do that? It boosts nitric oxide because nitric oxide is a vasodilator. It means it opens up the blood vessels. Okay. So when your blood vessels get constricted, they go from here to here. That's going to do a couple of things. It's going to put more pressure on your heart. Okay. Because now your heart is having to pump against a higher pressure, which means that secondarily is going to increase the pressure in your body, which means that it's increasing your blood pressure. Okay. And so when you are consuming L-citrulline, which is in the watermelon, guess what? You're going to increase nitric oxide, which is going to cause those blood vessels to relax and dilate, get wider, which means that it's going to bring that pressure down, which is hugely important. Now, here's another thing that's really important. This is why I'm always saying, liver, kidney health is so important. The kidneys are really key when it comes to this. And the reason why is because the kidneys convert L-citrulline into L-arginine. And that is what it is used to create the nitric oxide. So if you don't have healthy kidneys, this is why I'm saying overall healthy lifestyle, detoxing is so important. Okay. So you got to have healthy kidney function to be able to convert that L-citrulline into the L-arginine. Okay. Which again is going to lower blood pressure, is good for the heart health, and so much more. And also, this is what I was saying about earlier. This same mechanism is what is in drugs that are used to treat erectile dysfunction. Okay. All right. So this is why watermelon is touted as a aphrodisiac. Okay. Increases libido. What is really increasing is the blood flow into the penis. Okay. And where you get that from? Now, here's what is important. You get the L-citrulline. It's not in here, all the good stuff that you're usually eating. It's in what you're throwing away, this white part, the rind of it. So what you need to do is next time when you eat all the watermelon up, or when you're making a smoothie, get some of this good stuff, some of the meat of the watermelon, where all that lycopene is, but you also want to incorporate some of the white part. Okay, some of this white part that you see there, which contains the vast majority of the L-citrulline. Okay, put that in the blender, put that in your smoothie, and now you're getting heart health. Now you're getting bedroom health as well too. And the other thing is you're getting the nitric oxide, which is going to open up the flow to your body so that blood flows everywhere much better. Okay, so L-citrulline is one of those big factors when it comes to watermelon as well. And then the seeds. The seeds are rich in magnesium, which is hugely important because, as I've said before in previous videos, magnesium is the chill pill in the body. It tells the body to relax. It tells the blood vessels to relax, which is also going to help with blood pressure as well too, decreasing blood pressure as well too. So that's hugely important for that reason. It's also loaded with folate, and folate helps to decrease depression. And we're seeing, exponential rise in not only depression, but also suicides in males as well too. So it's hugely important for that reason. And then it's loaded with fatty acids. And these fatty acids are key for heart attacks and strokes as well too, which is the #1 killer of all human beings. So as you can see, it's not only delicious, it is also nutritious. So I highly recommend, as the summer season is ending, because that's when watermelon season is, I highly recommend that you take full advantage and get yourself some too.